There is so much that I want to talk about from the end of the previous video, but I think I might hold on to it until we start playing as Grace again, which is most likely going to be at the start of Chapter 4. But now, let's take a look at Chapter 3. And you are? So far, this is a very strange montage. Weird dream. I assume it's the following day, but maybe some time has passed. What are you holding? No, really, Gabriel, what were you holding? We've still got the medallion, so it's not like the medallion's missing. That's good. I'm not sure what he was holding there. It kind of looked like a wishbone, perhaps, but that makes no sense. And look at this. The background has changed colour. It used to be brownish or beigeish or whatever colour it is, but now it's like a shade of purple. Alright, how you doing, Gabriel?
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
No change.
I don't think the Hubers want me in their private bedrooms.
We still can't go in there.
I take it the Hubers are Catholic.
They're still Catholic?
China. I don't need anything else.
There's nothing in there. I can't imagine anything changed on that screen. I don't believe I need to call anyone. How are you feeling after that dream, Gabriel? He's doing just fine. That has not changed.
I don't have anything to write about at the moment.
How about today's paper? Can I read some of it? Not a chance. The last... and I can't read the rest of it. I really can't. 1 o'clock. It mentions Marienplatz and a town hall here. Something might happen there today, perhaps. Or did it happen last night, perhaps?
It looks like there's been another wolf killing, and this one occurred last night in downtown Munich.
Indeed. It is the following day because I do see it is Dienstag, which is Tuesday, 19th March, so it hasn't been terribly long since the last chapter. Yeah, it's likely that's happened in the centre of Marienplatz. Interesting. Unfortunately, we're not going to get a translation of the rest of it. Nothing's changed around here, I take it?
That's...
Still can't go in there. And I'm starting to suspect that we never will.
I suppose that's for tending those window boxes.
There's no more evidence over here.
These wood... I was hoping for a Mercedes, but this'll have to do.
Just your 80s or 90s V-dub. Alright, Alright, well, I think we've got 2 places to go. We have to go to Marienplatz. At the very minimum, we have to see our lawyer because, don't ask me how I know this, but he has a package for us. And we've also got another destination, I believe, which was given to us by, just looking at my notes, Baron von Glauer. He gave us an address, but I don't actually see it here. One moment. There we go, that's new. Baron Friedrich von Glauer. I'm probably mangling your name.
Baron Friedrich von Glauer. He lives in the Perlacker district.
Does that give us a new destination? Also, do I have anything else here? Nah, all of that looks very familiar.
I was hoping.
We do. Von Glauer's house. Alright, well I think I'll start here and have a chat to my lawyer because he has a bunch of documentation for us. And I have been thinking about this because it's been a little while since I last recorded. I'm sincerely hoping that Gabriel does not narrate all of the books as well. Because, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I want to hear that or not. We heard it as Grace once, that might be enough.
Das vereinbaren Sie am besten mit meiner Sekretärin. Gut, ja, danke. Ah, I was hoping you'd stop by. I have a package for you.
Really?
Yeah, this is one.
Must be from Gertie.
I trust this morning finds you well, Mr. Knight.
Hell, I'm lucky it's found me at all. You can call me Gabriel, by the way.
Oh, of course, call me Harald. Harry's okay too.
Thanks, Harry.
I can work with Harry. You're going to get the shock of your life when you realize that package is not from Gerda. And I have been thinking some more about that whole tense situation between Grace and Gerda, but again, I kind of want to hold it until the next chapter, unless it comes up before then.
I don't have anything else to say right now.
Can I show him anything, perhaps?
I'm not sure why I'd want to show him that. Okay,
so Harry is his name, but I've got no idea what this Grossberg thing is about.
I'm not sure why I'd want to show him that. I'm not sure.
Maybe that's someone who will show up later.
I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
We're on first name terms now. Good stuff. You helped me so much last time, really. One moment. I just want to see how this changes because I'm a little bit concerned about that phone call he made right at the end there.
Gabriel, come in.
Hey, Harry.
I'm wasting time, I know, but I just want to see if he makes that phone call again.
I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Is that anything to be concerned about? I'm thinking not. This guy seems pretty trustworthy and he's a busy guy, so maybe he's just doing work. Alright, Gabriel, you're going to get the shock of your life. Okay, so he knew it was from Schloss Ritter, but his immediate thought was that it was from Gerda. So I mean, that doesn't have Gerda's name on it. Uh-oh.
March 18th, 1994.
Uh-oh.
Gabriel, you might as well know, I'm in Rittersburg. I wasn't about to sit in New Orleans and let you have all the fun. Besides, if it goes anything like last time, you're gonna need my help. I've been doing the research Gerda said you wanted. Enclosed is a book you might find useful. It looks a little outdated, but then I've never dealt with werewolves before, so it's hard to be sure. There's also some werewolf history right here in town. I found some clues pointing to a werewolf called the Black Wolf. He's cropped up in a couple of places, including here in Rittersberg in 1750, and in association with Ludwig II, a Bavarian king that died in 1886. It's all ancient history, I know, but something tells me that it is relevant. I'm not sure where to go from here, except to look into Ludwig II. Ask around about the Black Wolf in Munich and see what you find out. Also, let me know if you want me to research Ludwig or join you there. I'm sending this to your lawyer, but I'll need to contact you directly. Send your address and phone number ASAP. Herr Huber is being stubborn and won't tell me. Be careful and write. Grace.
Damn it, what the hell is Grace doing here? At least she's off in the ozone somewhere. The Black Wolf, Ludwig II. She's really losing it.
Unnecessary, Gabriel. Completely unnecessary. Okay, well that letter was much better than I was expecting. I was expecting her to write something quite narky about, oh, I can do the research too. But no, I can't see anything between the lines there. It's all very professional, very calm. I'm kind of impressed, actually. Gabriel's response right now, though, suggests to me that maybe he's just trying to protect her. Which... I mean, after the voodoo case, Grace is right. She wants to have some of the fun, and she is a very useful asset, so... I don't think you're doing the right thing by keeping her in the dark, Gabriel. Really. Okay. Oh my god. Are we going to read everything?
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich.
Firstly, that's bad. Secondly, thank God.
I don't have time.
But it's going to come in handy later. We know that.
I don't have time. I don't. Chapter 3. Lycanthropy. The Ways of the Wolf. There are two categories of werewolf cases: false or lycanthropic disorder cases, and genuine werewolf cases. Lycanthropic disorder. Lycanthropic disorder is a mental condition in which the subject, called the lycanthrope, believes that he or she is a werewolf. The subject does not actually change shape, but is nevertheless capable of being as dangerous as an actual werewolf. Most cases of supposed werewolfery are really the work of lycanthropic disorder victims. Man to beast. In real werewolves, a physical change to wolf form does occur. The change can be voluntary, at will, or can be forced by certain cycles of the moon and certain sounds, such as howling.
Oh my god, out of all the books you had to read, it's the longest one. I'm going to click these, but then I'm going to click again to basically skip it.
Werewolves and immortality. The mind of a werewolf. Though perhaps
Simply because I think he might say something about the last page, similar to what Grace did when she read it out.
becoming a werewolf. Damnation. Werewolf packs. Werewolf packs cause immense alpha and beta werewolf. It is important to note that
Yeah, this is going to be really, really important information for you to know, Gabriel.
symptoms of werewolf. Therefore, look for symptoms in your human suspect. A good example of this comes from a case reported by the Ancient Priesthood Society, Manos del Sol of Brazil. A rash of werewolf killings there was tracked to a high-ranking officer in the army. The society became aware of the man mainly through rumors of his violent behavior and changed personality. The case was successfully resolved with the man's capture.
No comments about the Men of the Sun. I don't recall if that was a translation or not, but that's what I'm going with. Okay, well, Gabriel's read that. He is now well informed. Let me just go back in here very quickly, and I'll skip all this. We can ask everyone these questions. Alright, settle in.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
But naturally. Have you been running into him much on your tour of Munich?
running into him. Isn't he dead?
Yes, yes, long dead. But he is still everywhere, like your Marilyn Monroe or Elvis. He is the Bavarian enigma.
Good analogy.
So what's the big deal about this Ludwig guy?
They call him the fairy tale king. He's very romantic and mysterious, you know. He built castles, and now they are huge tourist attractions.
Castles. Where are they?
Oh, let's see. Herrenchiemsee is about 3 hours southeast. Neuschwanstein is southwest of the border with Switzerland, about 2.5 hours. I can have my secretary draw you a map, if you like, but most German maps have them already marked.
No, thanks. I wasn't thinking of going myself. But it does seem like a harmless enough activity for someone else I know. So this guy's just a dead king, right? And these castles are just out in the countryside, hours from Munich.
Yes.
Perfect.
Is that your way of trying to get Grace out of your hair again, Gabriel? Oh boy. Okay, so I guess Grace is going to a castle in her next chapter.
Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
No. Sorry.
That's all right, I'm sure it's nothing.
What was the LA Noir prompts? Accuse, truth or douse? I don't remember. It's been too long.
I don't have anything else to say right now. Well, I'm off.
Okay, what about you?
I don't think she speaks much English.
No chance. Right, has something terrible happened on the right-hand side here?
Looks like this isn't the first time there's been a shadow over Munich.
I'm going as slowly as possible for dramatic effect. Anything new here?
Cuckoo clocks.
Oh, we can go inside. That's you.
Hello.
Grüß Gott.
Sprechen Sie English?
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling conversationalist.
Also, this background noise, no thank you.
Authentic Black Forest cuckoo clocks. Maybe Gracie would like one for her shop redecoration. Authentic.
He doesn't strike me as a sparkling conversationalist.
Cute.
Schön.
Yeah, well, there is in there this sound thing, you know, to wake up. You know, in the morning.
An alarm clock.
Ja, Alarm clock, ja, richtig. Ja.
How much is it?
Wie viel? 60 marks.
Reveal is how much? I don't recall what richtig means in that context. Good, excellent, maybe. Can I pay for it? Can I actually purchase an alarm clock for no real reason? That's a yes.
I'll take that woodpecker clock.
60 marks, bitte.
Do I have it? Also, that seems remarkably cheap given that posting a letter or a package is 7 marks.
That's all right, I'll take it as it is.
But I've got no idea about German currency.
Dankeschön.
Bitte.
I have a clock. I have no idea what to do with it.
You never know when a little woodpecking will come in handy.
I'm looking at that face and getting triggered.
You never know when a little woodpecking will come in handy. You never know.
Something about that line is freaking me out. Okay.
One cuckoo clock is plenty.
I agree, but let me just take another look around in here.
He doesn't strike. One. He does.
Can't take that ice pick or whatever it is and use it as a weapon.
One.
Alright. I'm going to work on the assumption that there is nothing else in there. What about the rings and watches?
I've already got a watch, thank you. I've already.
We've already got a watch and we've now got a clock. Oh boy. Right, did something happen in here overnight?
Rat house. That's a town hall. Rittersburg has one too.
We've been there. Okay, so judging from this first part of the cutscene, I'm guessing not. Gabriel's not freaking out about police tape or a dead body being here, so I assume this place is clear.
She almost... That must be the...
Right, well the paper did mention a time, so maybe I need to come back here later.
Lots of Nietzsche and Kant.
Nothing new there.
They're busy.
They're not really.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language. I'd give it a...
There's a bit of an audience here now. I don't see anything changed here. We have the post office. Who are you?
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language.
Okay, it's just a random person on the street. That's fine. Oh.
Guess I figured out where last night's killing took place.
Oh, jeez. Alright, one moment. I'm just going to walk away and make a save game because that looks terrifying. Xaver, you wouldn't happen to know anything about what happened here? Also, are we on good terms now?
Guten Morgen, Herr Knight. I'm afraid there's no one here at the moment. They're all busy with their daily tasks. You are, however, welcome to use the club, so I've been informed.
Thank you, Xavier. You're so kind.
I detect sarcasm there, Gabriel.
Mind if we chat for a moment?
Anything to be of service, sir.
He's not happy. Let's have a chat.
So, tell me about the club.
What about it?
I have made a terrible mistake.
How long has the club been around?
Since 1970.
No way. The old Royal Bavarian Hunting Lodge? It's older than that, isn't it?
Die Königliche Bayerische Hofjagdloge is ancient. This particular form of it is new.
How ancient are we talking?
What happened in 1970?
Baron von Glauer came. He brought a new vision. The lodge had nearly died out. Hunting is not so popular as it used to be.
Were you here when von Glauer joined?
Baron von Glauer. He hired me later, in 72.
Be respectful, Gabriel. Dr. Kleeman asks the same. You can do it here as well.
How many members are there?
There are 5 now, not including you. I'm not sure of your status.
5? You mean the men that were here last night make up the entire club?
Quantity is not an overriding concern with us, Herr Knight. The Baron personally interviewed and approved each new member. Despite your own experience, this club is extremely exclusive. Not everyone would fit in.
No, I don't suppose they would.
I wonder if he suspects anything at this stage. Yes, so I count 8 people in the club. Xaver, ourself, Baron von Glauer, and then the 5 underneath him, von Zell, Klingman, Eigner, Henneman, and Price. I'm probably not pronouncing any of those names correctly, but I count as 8, the leader, us 2, and then the 5 underlings.
How often do the club members go hunting?
As a group, once a month or so.
Once a month? Hell, I thought y'all were hunters. Back home, you don't get out there and spill a little blood at least once a week. The other men start looking at you funny.
Organized club hunts are once a month. Members can use the club's lodges anytime on a more casual basis, and they frequently do.
Yeah, I think you're laying it on a bit thick there, Gabriel.
So, tell me about the club members.
I don't gossip about our members, Herr Knight.
Gossip? With you? Please. I've never met anyone as obviously discreet as you.
Thank you.
Bet you could drop a load if you wanted to, though. You probably know more about what goes on around here than anyone.
As I was just saying.
At least I used to. But with all these new people coming in, I'm not sure I know anything anymore.
Who's new?
All these new people. You mean I'm not the only fresh blood?
No, Herr Dr. Klingman was only accepted a few weeks ago.
Really? Who brought him in?
I was not in on the discussion, so I really couldn't say. But I'm sure there was more thought behind his acceptance than yours.
I agree with that statement, just making a note against his name. Klingman is new here, okay.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Alrighty.
That's a yes, very clearly.
All right, Xavier. Thanks.
Also, that alrighty kind of sounds like me, just quietly. Okay, let's take a look in here. I was really hoping he'd say something about the commotion outside, which is why I went in here first. This music. Yeah, there's some bad shit going on in here, I can already tell.
Dead things. Gotta love them.
Although the loop is quite short.
It's in German.
Once again, talking without your lips moving. Impressive talent, fellas. Maybe one day you can be in a FromSoft game.
That's me. I don't think I should get too comfy around here. I don't think I...
I don't suppose we can pick it up and take it back to Harry. Alright, let me go this way. Oh, that perspective change. That should take me back to where I was. Yes, good. There is an exit over there.
Dead things. Gotta love them. I don't think I should get too comfy around here. And I thought Germans only drank beer.
That's pretty judgmental of you, Gabriel.
And I thought I don't think I... And I thought...
Okay, not immediately seeing anything else here.
Just the right size for the big bad wolf to come down the chimney. Unless he's already here.
Oh, Gabriel, you.
Nice plan.
I'm hoping there's a locked door up ahead. The door on the left is...
Locked.
I'm okay with that. I won't try guessing in there just yet.
It won't do much good to keep trying it. It's locked.
And the door at the back is... open. Does that take me behind the crime scene? Gabriel, elaborate, please.
It just leads to a back alley.
Alright, fine. Yeah, Xaver said there was no one here, so I figured it would be safe to try both of those doors. I really thought he would say something about the commotion outside, but no. That's why I checked with him first. What have we here?
Looks like a television news crew. Looks like a television news crew.
It's their job to be here, dude.
I don't think they'd know much about it. I don't.
Isn't that the detective from the paper? Commissar Lieber?
Ooh.
Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I've been trying to get in touch with you at the station.
That audio, though. That sounds like it's straight out of Gabriel Knight 1.
He's not listening.
I don't think they'd know much about it.
I wonder who the victim was this time.
Can I do anything here? Can I take notes?
I don't think Commissar Lieber would be impressed with that.
What can I do to impress him?
I don't think
No, they wouldn't believe it's a werewolf.
Commissar Lieber, my name is Gabriel Knight. I need to discuss some evidence with you.
What is here?
I have some evidence here that contradicts your werewolves theory. I was wondering if maybe we could discuss it.
What's with the audio?
I don't know who you are or what you think you're doing, but I don't have time for this.
Sir.
What is going on with the audio here? It's like they've recorded this in two different places. But he's not interested in the evidence.
He's just being real stubborn about that. I'll have to think of something else.
I wish we could get close and check that out, but I don't know how.
I don't think
Would anything else impress him? It's like the sound effects playing in the background are almost lifted from the map screen of Gabriel Knight 1. And we're getting a bunch of other stuff playing, which is not helping. What else?
I don't.
This is where, if I had my papers, I could say, I'm a Schwarzenegger, I can help you solve this. Can we bribe him?
I don't.
No. Sadly not. Business card.
I don't.
He's not listening.
Okay, so... unless I'm missing an interactable here, I don't know what to do.
Looks like a television news crew.
I don't.
He's not listening.
I don't.
So, is there another way through there?
It just leads to a back alley.
Right, but would that back alley lead to the crime scene?
It won't do much good to keep trying it. It's locked.
I don't suppose I can slip a card in there and unlock it? Sorry, not a card, a folder? You don't know what I'm referring to? Consider yourself lucky. Also, that game is on my channel somewhere. Actually, hang on.
I think I've pumped that particular well dry.
No, okay. What can I do here? The evidence seems like the most likely thing we can use here, but he's ignoring us and nothing else is jumping out at me here. Gabriel's not even read those.
I don't...
Nothing else is going to impress him.
He's just being real...
No, he's doing his job, dude. Okay, let's leave that for the time being. Maybe I can come back there later once I've figured out something else or figured out what to do. Let me just have a chat to my lawyer right quick.
I don't have any...
Nothing, okay. So the commissioner is here, can I go there?
No point in going back in there at the moment. I can't even try to talk my way in.
Okay, I guess I'm locked out of here as well.
I don't need to do anything else at the lab.
What about the zoo?
They don't look dangerous. They don't look dangerous.
One of them was very, very pissed off when you were in there yesterday, Gabriel. The one you passed, yes, that one was fine, but the other one came out to the fence and looked like an angry boy or girl.
Klingman's office is locked. Klingman's office is locked.
Okay, this is a dead end as well. We can come back here, though.
No way. I've had enough of those wolves, thanks. No way. I've had enough of those wolves, thanks.
What is with the colour in the background?
No way.
It's changing colour back to brown here.
Klingman's office is locked.
I've either missed that in all my editing, or I'm just losing my mind, perhaps. Okay, let's go check out this new area then. Perlash. Von Glauer's house. I'm probably pronouncing Perlash incorrectly.
Entschuldigung, Baron. Gabriel Knight ist hier, c'est Suzanne.
Lassen Sie bitte ihn herein.
Don't understand the last one, but he said, "Excuse me, Baron. Gabriel Knight is here to see you."
Gabriel, what a pleasure to see you so soon. Bringen Sie uns bitte ein zweites Glas Wein.
Hope I'm not taking advantage of your kind invitation.
Well, my invitations are meant to be kept. Come, warm yourself.
A second glass of wine coming.
I hope you like wine. I got hooked on the grape when I lived in France.
It's fine, Baron.
Call me Friedrich.
All right.
Good. I like to have things settled. You were going to tell me how you found the club and about your hunting in America.
Oh, there must be more interesting subjects.
No doubt. You are a man who runs deep, I suspect.
On my off days.
I find nothing more stimulating than a new companion. A fresh mind with treasures to reap. New thoughts like rare birds uncovered and examined, one by one. It is only when people know each other well that they run out of things to say.
May we never be so cursed.
You'd be surprised at how much we can bullshit, sir. He wants to know how we found the club, which is a very, very difficult question to answer because that means we would have to admit to finding the receipt. So that.
I don't think the Baron would be interested in my stuff.
Oh, he'd be very interested in seeing that, Gabriel, and not in a good way.
That's me, Gabriel Knight.
Well, let's have a look around here before we start chatting. Once again, this music, very ominous. That's a huge close-up, holy crap.
That's me.
That's a great mask. Mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
Don't pick it up and drop it, Gabriel.
Interesting. Is it African?
No, Indian. I picked it up in Brazil.
Huh. Von Glauer says it's Indian.
Can I do this with it? No. What's the importance of that?
Von Glauer says it's Indian.
It's Indian, which he picked up in Brazil. Right, fascinating. I think that's the only hotspot in here apart from us and him, so let's have a chat.
Are you from Munich originally?
No, I was raised abroad. But both of my parents had deep Bavarian roots.
Really? Where abroad?
All over. France, England, South America, North America. I love to travel.
So where did you start? Where was Babby formed?
So tell me about your family.
The Von Glovers? We are not nearly as old a line as the Ritters, I'm afraid.
Do you have a wife? Children?
Good God, no.
You sound like someone else I know.
I've been picking up on certain similarities between us. Do you have relatives? How fares the Ritter family tree?
Not good.
I'm the last.
I too. I suppose all trees eventually stop bearing fruit.
If he knows about the Ritter family tree, though, surely he knows that the Ritters are Schassenjägers. Surely. He's not saying anything which, is not good.
How'd you end up here?
My circumstances were probably not much different than your own. I wanted to return to the land of my ancestors, and so I did. Which reminds me, you were going to tell me how the Ritter family ended up in America.
Granddaddy emigrated.
My grandfather. He left the family and went to New Orleans.
But you chose to return to the family. Why?
If you want to know the truth, I didn't have a hell of a lot of choice.
Yes. I understand.
Not liking this so far. Yeah, our great-uncle told us who we were, and we really didn't have much of a choice. We had to help out, we were in danger, and our circumstances mean that we're back in the family, so to speak.
Tell me about the club.
I'd prefer it if you formed your own opinions. To be perfectly frank, I could use a fresh perspective. That's one reason why I invited you to join us.
Nothing there.
How about telling me about the other club members?
Ah, my select few. You find them valuable friends once you get to know them.
Did most of them come to the club through you?
For the most part. Though occasionally, fate throws one into my lap.
Such as myself.
All of the men at the club are from wealthy German families, I gather.
Yes, but it's not quite that simple. I am a believer in self-determination. Each man at the club must also be personally accomplished and gifted.
Really?
Absolutely. For example, von Eigner owns one of Germany's biggest meat butchering plants, and he runs an elite private brewery. It's true he inherited the business, but he's expanded it a great deal.
A butchery. Huh.
And the others?
Price is recognized as one of the best trial lawyers in Germany. He seems pleasant enough in person, but you would be surprised how vicious he can be in the courtroom.
And Henneman?
Politician.
Is with the government. He has a prominent position and is an acknowledged contender for higher office.
Really? How high?
There have been newspaper reports that predicted the highest.
So he's famous.
That would be convenient for his friends, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Such men are an asset to everyone who knows them.
And Baron von Zell?
Von Zell's family owned the majority of stock of one of Munich's oldest banks.
In his own personal accomplishments?
Gar was, is a quite promising young man. He was always top of his class, the best at anything he did.
I keep picking up a past tense here.
You haven't seen him at his best. He's going through a rough spot lately, I'm afraid.
Define rough spot, please. Problems with his family? Problems with a certain time of the month? That being when the moon's out, perhaps?
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Gunther! Würden Sie das bitte reinigen?
You barely got me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Danke.
Are you going to dodge the question now, or...?
I feel so clumsy. Danke, Gunther. What was it you asked again?
I asked if you'd ever heard of the Black Wolf.
Of course, you did. I suppose you just startled me. These killings in the papers. They've really got me derailed.
Any particular reason?
People getting slaughtered. Children. In broad daylight. Nature can seem cruel, but it is orderly. It does not waste or torture. Not like this.
You sound like Klingman.
And with the club, espousing what we do. Our philosophy does not support this kind of thing.
I'm sure that's true.
I apologize. It's just... I am concerned that we are not put in the best of light under these circumstances. To promote hunting when these atrocities in the papers. You must understand. The nature I promote is not a murderer. When a healthy beast kills, it takes only what it needs to survive. And it does so respectfully. It is only the man who is capable of such a pointless slaughter. I'll be glad when this has passed. I'm sure the other men feel the same way.
That's going to need a rewatch. But we are a gentlemanly sporting hunting club, or whatever the language is. We hunt animals. We don't hunt humans. Right? So, going off my thoughts from the previous chapter, as soon as I read this book, specifically this part about the werewolf pack, my immediate thought was, this hunting club that we've just joined, is infested with werewolves, or maybe there's a werewolf or two amongst us. And the question I've got right now is, are you the alpha or is Baron von Zell the alpha? He did leave in, I'd say, unusual circumstances last night. We rocked up, he introduced himself and then said, I need to leave. I really don't have a good feeling after that last conversation.
I'm not sure what else to say.
I'll show him this book.
I don't think the Baron would be interested in my stuff.
What about if I show you some evidence?
I don't think the Baron would be I don't.
Anything here?
I don't.
How about I give him my business card?
I don't think the
I mean, if he knows we're a Ritter and he knows our family, then surely he knows we're a Schattenjäger.
I don't think.
That's we hunt the darkness and whatnot. What did we learn there? Other than, like everyone else we've spoken to, he's a bit of a creep.
I don't.
Nothing is jumping at me here. I would love to show you that just for a game over.
I don't think. I don't think.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time, sir. I'm thoroughly creeped out.
I should get going.
All right.
Thank you for the alcohol. Also, I might be driving later.
Visit me again. Soon.
How soon is soon? That's a long animation.
No point in going back.
He said soon, so I might as well.
Gabriel! Come in.
Please, sit down.
Sorry to bother you again.
But we haven't finished our conversation.
Tell me, what have you been up to?
These facial expressions.
I'm not sure what else to say.
We haven't finished our conversation though, so he wants some information out of us.
I don't.
But he's not really interested in our stuff. Even stuff like the evidence or the Ritter dagger.
I don't. I don't think.
Really? Not interested in your magnificent manuscript?
I should get going.
All right.
That's the same, I think.
Visit me again.
Yeah, that's the same. So, I can't imagine anything's changed at the zoo. Thomas or Tomas is nowhere to be seen.
Ringman's office is locked.
We're not getting back in there. Which means I guess whatever I need to do next, it's in Marienplatz. Which means I'm probably going to spend a lot of time wandering around here again trying to figure out what the hell to do.
I don't have any. That's.
Let me just check the sensor very quickly. And then I might call it there. And then next time we'll go back to the hunting club. Bump Xaver for more information perhaps. Check out the crime scene. And figure out what the hell to do next. Nothing changed there. Alright. I should have just fast traveled, shouldn't I? Alright, I'll be back to figure this out in just a moment.